So, yeah, despite feeling like I've been on YouTube for almost a year, I have actually been on YouTube for a lot longer. Although, some of you may know that if you've seen one of my playlists that has my old videos that I have unlisted. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for 6 years, and I'm going to tell you the stuff that happened these past 6 years. My old channel, how my contents changed, and later on in the video, I'm going to make a special announcement. Anyways, let's get that out of the way, and let's start talking about my 6 years on YouTube. Back in 2016, I started watching a lot of plush tubers like Super Freddy Productions, SML, Super Mario Richie, and others. I really enjoyed their videos, which inspired me to make my own plush videos. So around August of 2016, I created a YouTube channel named Super Freddy 37 and I started making plush videos. I've been making plush videos for that channel from August 2016 till March 2018. Unfortunately, I had to abandon that channel due to one problem. I've been making videos at the time when I had my old phone, and my gosh, that phone was terrible. There were so many problems with the phone, like how the battery keeps dying even though it's fully charged. It stopped connecting to the Wi-Fi for some reason, and overall the phone was just a piece of crap. But eventually my parents bought me a new phone, which I was really happy about. Unfortunately, like I said, due to the Wi-Fi connections and other problems with the other phone, I couldn't transfer my old YouTube channel to my new phone. Also, I kinda forgot my password, so yeah. I tried my best to get my old channel back until eventually I give up and just started a new channel. And honestly, I'm kinda glad I did that, because my old videos from my old channel were pretty awful. Please don't watch them. They're really bad. Anyways, after that, I continue on making plush videos from October 2018 till December 2019. But then, the whole Kappa thing came around, and that's when things started to change. Now, I'm not going to explain the whole thing that happened in 2019 when the whole Kappa thing was around. For short, people were worried that the whole Kappa thing was going to destroy YouTube because of all the changes. Like how if you market your videos as not for kids, you're going to get fined $42,000 or whatever, you know, all that crap. People were worried that this could destroy YouTube. However, weeks and years have went by, and most of the time, well, nothing happened. YouTubers are still here, and YouTube is thriving more than ever. So, in reality, the whole Kappa situation didn't really affect YouTube that much. Sorry about that. I was just telling you this just in case you remember the thing that happened in late 2019. Anyways, I was afraid that this could affect my channel, so I privated all my videos and waited out to see what would happen. Of course, nothing happened, but I still kept them private just in case. Later on, after a while, I just started losing interest in plush videos. I stopped watching these two YouTubers, and recently I stopped watching Super Mario Logan after his terrible Jeffy's 18th birthday video that was just a watered down version of the Super Mario Logan movie. And after a while I actually thought about, well, quitting YouTube and move on. But then something happened around May 2020. Around that time, I started watching a pretty well-known YouTuber named SMG4. Now, before this, I did watch some of his videos back then. The first video I watched from him was his Five Nights at Freddy's video, Freddy's Spagheria, back in 2015, and I really enjoyed it. Later on, I watched his other Five Nights at Freddy's videos, like Return to Freddy's Spagheria and Revenge of Freddy's Spagheria. And yes, I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but screw it, let's move on. But besides those 3 videos, I never really got into the channel that much back then. So after these 3 videos, I just moved on with my day. But a few years later, I did revisit the channel and watch a couple of his new videos, like if Mario was in Portal, High School Mario, Mario University, and others. I really enjoyed them, but unfortunately the same thing kinda happened again. I watched a couple of his videos, but I never got into the channel that much, and I just move on. This happened a few times until 2020 when I found out that SMG4 was doing these story arcs. I watched all 3 of them, and I really enjoyed them. Sure, watching the anime arc now, yeah, that arc wasn't really that good, but the first 2 arc, the Waluigi arc, and the Bob the Rapper arc, were pretty good. Heck, later on, SMG4 releases Maggie's Destiny, which was a continuation of the anime arc, and I thought that was actually a pretty nice conclusion to the arc. Eventually, after that, I started watching more of his videos and I basically became a fan of him. I like the characters, the hilarious humor that the channel's known for, and other stuff. Sure, the channel's not as good as it used to, but I still like some of the new stuff they put out. Anyways, there is this one character that interested me, and I did mention her in this video. That character is Maggie Splatzer. At first, I didn't like her, but later on, I've grown to like her now. I like her character, the arc she goes through, and she does have some funny moments here and there. But not only I got interested in the character, but later on I also got interested in the game she was based on, Splatoon. I did hear of the game before, but it never really interested me. But after watching some SMG4 Splatoon videos, I decided to look into the Splatoon game myself, and later on I fell in love with it. Yeah, after a few months, Splatoon has become one of my favorite Nintendo franchises, right up there with Mario and Pokemon. Eventually, I bought Splatoon 2, I played it, and I really enjoyed it. It was fun, I loved the characters, it had a great story and lore, and overall, the game was just amazing. And yes, I did play the Splatoon 3 premiere demo, and I thought that was really great as well. Team Rock won, yeah! Sorry Team Scissors. Anyways, not only I got interested in the game, but I also got interested in other stuff about the games, which led me to the Splatoon gmod and SFM community. I started watching a lot of Splatoon gmod and SFM animation, and I thought they were really great. YouTubers like John Sandwich, Pool157, Ink Demon C, and Luckily's make some really great high quality animation, and I highly recommend you check them out. But yeah, I started really liking these videos, so much so that I was thinking maybe I can make my own animations. While I did have a laptop, it was slow, it couldn't run gmod or SFM, and overall, the laptop was just a piece of crap. But luckily around July 30th, 2021, my parents bought me a more powerful computer that can run both gmod and SFM. 2 days later, on August 1st, 2021, I made my first gmod poster and posted it on my Twitter account that I started around June 2021, which I was extremely active on. And yeah, looking back at it, well, it wasn't really that good, and you can see why. You can see this bar, the health bar, it also looks extremely pixelated, and yeah. But this was my first time, and I was still getting used to gmod, so it makes sense why it didn't came out that great. Despite that, I still continue making gmod posters. I also used my Splatoon OCs that were made in Splatoon 2. Later, I downloaded this editing program called Paint.net to edit my posters. Eventually, I made my first SFM poster, which, yeah, it's not that much, but it was my first time, and as the first time, it's not that bad. And eventually, I even uploaded my first gmod animation and uploaded on YouTube. The first video I have uploaded in a year, since the last video I uploaded was back in December 2019. And yeah, looking back at it, it's not that great, but this was a test animation after all. Later on, I also downloaded other programs, like OBS Studio and Filmora for my videos, which I had to pay $75 for since the free version had a stupid watermark on it, and I hated it. Anyways, I continue on making posters and animation, and while it was a bit stressful here and there, at the same time, it felt great making these. Also on my YouTube channel and Twitter account, both of my accounts have grown a lot. Like around May 2022, my Twitter account reached 100 followers and my channel reached 100 subscribers as well, which made me really happy. And of course, I met some really great friends on Twitter and YouTube as well. These people are really amazing and I love them all. It has been 1 year since I started making gmod posters, and on that day, I remade my first poster, and you can definitely tell how much I improved over the years. Like, around this summer, I've been experimenting a lot, which made me really happy with my artworks and animations. This has been a wild 6-year ride on YouTube. It's crazy to see all the things that have been happening these past 6 years. At first, I was a crappy plush channel. Then things started changing, and now I became an animator on YouTube. This has been great, and I can't wait to continue this new path in my YouTube career. Now, in the beginning of the video, I mentioned how I had a special announcement to make after this. Well, now it's time for the announcement you've all been waiting for. If you've been following me on Twitter, you would know that I was working on an anime series. I told people about this, but I never announced what the series was about, or even announced the title of it. But now, here it is. I'm here to announce my first ever anime series. Drum roll please! The Animatronic Children's. Now, you may be wondering, what is this series? Well, if you've been following my channel for a while, you would notice that there's one playlist in there that has over 25 videos. Well, that is my old plush series titled Super Freddy 37, the series. Now, before that, I did make the series back then on my old channel, but I stopped after the first episode of Season 2 because of the reasons I already mentioned a few minutes ago. And after that, I continued the series on the new channel from March 20th, 2019 till November 16, 2019. But I stopped after 25 episodes because, again, the reasons I already mentioned a few minutes ago. And, well, the series was basically dead. Until today. Cause the Animatronic Children's will be a gmod anime reboot of the original series that I've been working on for about 2 years. Here's the plot synopsis. I'm not going to read it to you because honestly, I don't feel like doing it. So if you want to pause the video and read it, then do it. I might even release this on my Twitter account, who knows. I've been making this video for like a month, okay? Recording audio is hard, give me a freaking break. This series will be very similar to the original, but of course with some changes. Like giving the characters more personalities, unlike the original series where I feel like the characters in the original had little to no personalities. I also want to focus more on interesting stories and adding more humor, since I feel like the original series had none of that. I started working on episode 1 around May or June of 2021 and finally finished it on August 6, 2022. Probably the reason why it took me so long is because I was writing it at first, but then I kind of put it off for months because I was really busy with school and stuff, and I kind of lost motivation to continue writing until June 2022, where I finally went back writing, and eventually I finished it around August. Maybe later I'll spend more time on scripts, but who knows. Like, I already have ideas for 14 episodes, which is good because I want the season to have 15 episodes. That could change, who knows. Also, there is one more thing I want to say. At first I wanted to get the series out this year, but since I'll be busy with school and stuff like that, I also want to write more scripts before I make the first episode, and I also want to look for some voice actors. That's probably not going to happen. So the series would probably instead be released in 2023. And yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Hopefully I could go back to work on the series again soon. I can't wait to finally get my passion project off the ground. One last thing before I end the video. I would like to say, well, thank you. Thank you for all the love and support you've been giving me these past few years. Like soon, we're about to hit 200 subscribers, which is really great. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you guys. You guys are awesome, and I love you all. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.